Alrighty. Hello, and welcome to Hybrid House Studio. My name is Caleb, and we are just getting started. So, let's see what we've got. You've got food? Awesome. What kind of food do you have? Let's see. Oh, looks like Linux is doing me wrong here. There we go. Audio's really low. I've got it turned up as high as I can get it. Let's see if I can get this to switch over. Is that better? How's that? Hey everybody. Hey RJ, how you doing? Down Under Maker, hello. I am accompanied by my favorite little one here, Mika. She's just enjoying this stream. Hopefully everybody can hear me. Let's see. Yes, sir. Thank you. All right, is that better? I just switched up the audio input. Hopefully that's better. Looks like the decibel meter on the audio mixer is still pretty good, so it should be all right. Okay, so we are going to be doing a fun hole LumiBrick Steampunk Station build. And as you can see here, my youngest cat has decided to join us and is going to be in the camera. So there's that. So yeah, I've had this set now for about a year. You still can't hear me? Oh, that's not good. Oh. Hey Gergman, welcome in. I don't know why this thing isn't working. Try switching it to that. Hopefully that's better. I don't know why the... Yeah, she's definitely helping. I do have the gain all the way up. It is set to 0, so I'm not sure what's going on. Gergman says the volume's fine. All right. So my youngest here is helping. She is definitely a menace. All right. Let's get this thing open. I've had this set now for about a year, and I do have a couple of the other LumiBrick sets, and they work. I like them. They're fun to build. They have, they do have lights in it, and scared her. So they're fun sets, and some of them are pretty heavy. So like this set here is only like 1,900 pieces. The sets that I have behind me, the observatory and the train station, it is pretty nice. All right, try a different mic. All right, I'll try the different mic. I don't know why OBS is being a pain. All right, how's that? That's now on the camera, so hopefully it should be a lot stronger. Let's try and get this thing opened up here. Gergman says my audio is fine. Oh, it's worse. Oh, okay. All right, I'm putting it back. Okay, we are back to the lavalier mic. And since Gergman says it's fine, I'm just going to leave it. Oh, RJ says it's better now? Let's see. I can't seem to get this package open. Oh, my word. And yeah, no sketchy Lego build here. Yeah, this is the LumiBrick Fun Hole House. Yes, they are kind of like a Lego alternative. And these sets are pretty large, so they always have a couple of different instruction manuals. So there's one. Let's see, we've got some hose. The other thing that I like is that in these, instead of like Legos, they label all the packages with numbers, so like 7. So as you go through the instruction, it tells you which packages you're going to need. And something that I like to do is just kind of organize them. Hey Martin, how you doing? Yeah, RJ doesn't like my microphone for some reason. Let's see, we've got package number 8. Let's see, package 9. Let's see, we got 6. Now, this is cool here. This is the brick and light kit. So when you open up the package, this is where all the LED lights and the power source for the batteries and stuff, this is where they put those, so that way they're all separate. And when you're going through the instructions, it'll tell you like which ones you need to get out of here as you build it. Now, usually a lot of times the box is sometimes last, but it depends on like the set that you're building. So it could be first, it could be last, you never know. But let's take a look into it. Let's see what we got. Let's see, we've got one package, we've got 2, we've got 3. All right, so we have 3 packages. Oh, and we have 2 battery boxes for this build. Okay. Now that's unusual. The other ones that I've got behind me, they've got they only have 1 battery pack. So this is interesting with 2. All right. So my little one over here is no longer helping me. She's just sitting here watching. So we also have we have a cat watching the build. All right, so we're going to set this to the side here because it will come up in the instructions of when we actually need to build it. All right. Let's see, this is bag 2 of 3. This is bag 2 of 4. Sorry, I'm going to sit here and just organize these while we do this. Oh, there's bag 1 of 2. There's bag 5. Now, I know I have my little one here helping, and believe me, she will eventually help me out later. She'll probably try to steal a bunch of my bits and pieces as we get this all opened up and started. All right, there's our bag 1 of 1, so that's what we're going to start with there. Let's see, that's bag 6. So, the way that LumiBricks does this, if you guys have never seen this, they keep everything in these nice little numbered bags, and then sorry for the lighting, it's kind of messing it up. Let's see if we can get it in there. So you can see this is bag 7 and then the -1. So this is the first bag that you would open up when you get to bag 7 in the instructions. And dual packs is common in train sets for stock. We're having Thunder in Houston. Oh no. Oh, are your dogs scared of the thunder in Houston? Or when they hear it, you know, hopefully they don't run and hide and disappear. I know some dogs are sensitive to it, so they'll do that. All right. Let's see if we have any more bag ones. Ooh, what is this? Bag S. So this is a special bag. And they do that sometimes. So sometimes with LumiBricks, you'll get like a bag F or a bag J. And again, the instructions is really comprehensive. So when you get to that point, it will tell you like what you need to get out of there and what you're going to use. Let's see, 3, 4. Looks like we've only got one. We got 2 1 bags here. We got 3s. We're going to set that to the side. Now, I'm not expecting to get this build done today because these are large. This is a very large set, 1,900 pieces. And so we're most likely going to be doing a part 2 to this build. So if you miss it, it's okay. We're going to be having another live. So that way we can finish this up and we'll go from there. Let's see. See, here's a bag F. So like we had that bag S, now we have F. So again, it's sometimes the F bag, you may use it, sometimes you don't. It depends on the instructions. All right, we have all the bags out of the box. We're gonna set this down underneath the table here. And let's see. I don't think you can see it on screen, but I do have 2 other LumiBrick models that I've already built up. One is their observatory. It's very pretty. It's actually pretty tall. And then I have their aircraft club, which that one is also. It's different, you know. They all have both of those sets have moving parts, so it's really nice. And you know, it's different than your typical like Legos. Oh, we got stickers. So we also have to put on stickers. Look at these stickers. So we got a service elevator sticker, Steam Central, platform number 1. Look at those. All right. Let's see. Your doggos are complete opposites. Martin, Thunder Buddy, the smaller one goes full alert mode like we're under attack. Oh no. Oh, you have a corgi. Oh. How does he protect the house while it's doing lightning? That'd be cool if he does. That'd be sweet. Alrighty. We're going to go ahead and get started on the build here. As you can see, this is their large manual for this build. It's quite thick. You know, if you're doing like I haven't done a large Lego build. I do have the Lego aquarium, which is a very large, would be my first large Lego build. So I do plan to stream that at some point because I like aquariums. And I have, you know, I recently lost my fish out of my aquarium. She was old. She was 4 years old, and just a little pinfish. So her life expectancy was only like 3 to 4. Alrighty. So yeah, so they include an inspiration page on here of where they get the inspiration for the set from. And this particular one is the Victorian steampunk world, right? And so this is meant to kind of mimic something that's already in our world. Yes, it is a very chunky manual. The observatory actually has 2 of these really chunky manuals. So if you ever do look to get one and you get one of their large sets, just be prepared that it's not going to be quick. And, you know, you're going to spend some time doing this. This is They're inexpensive too, which is a lot nicer than like some of the Legos. Oh, they even include like a color illustration here. So like if your bricks in the illustration are one color, and then the actual brick itself. So I know Lego is actually pretty good about making sure the colors are right inside their machines. Let's see. So the F-Pack has two parts, the minifigs and special bricks. So the special bricks is actually cool. It's for the wiring. But again, the instruction manual will tell you when we need to get those parts out of your special bag, the little F bag here. And yeah, you can kind of see like these little pieces here. Let's see if I can get the lighting right. It's kind of like a wishbone, right? It has spots to where the wire will wrap around and you can put other bricks on top of it. And it makes it so that way the lighting is nice and continuous. Alrighty, so we're going to start with package 101 here and get started. Looks like we need some, oh, that was loud. A little ASMR there if you like that kind of stuff. Let's get somewhat sorted here. Let's see. We have large pieces. And this is the LumiBrick, I don't even know what this thing's called. It's the little tool that helps you pry it apart and everything. Martin, yeah, absolutely. If you want to see the aquarium build from the Lego, definitely let me know. I'm looking to plan on doing that at some point, and I really do look forward to it. However, the only reason why I've been delaying it is because I really don't have a place to put it, because that thing is almost 2 feet wide. It's a very big, what do you call it, model. All right, so we need a 4x6. So this is our 4x6. We need 2 of these. And then it looks like we need package number 1, 2 here to get the small, what are those? I don't even know what you call them. Oh, and it didn't want to open. Look at that. Oh, I hate tearing it. I don't like that. All right, let's see. I don't know what these are called. What do you call these? If you know what these are called, put in the chat. I have no idea what these are called. But looks like we need 4 of these. We're going to set these off to the side here gently, so that way I don't lose it down the side. Let's see. Now we need a 1x16. Let's see. Looks like these are all 1x16. All right. And it says we need to plug it in here and here, and it goes like that. And then let's see, we gotta skip 4 holes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go to that one and that one. Connector pins. Thank you. Okay, yeah. As many years as I've been building and playing with Legos and stuff, I've never known what those were called. So, all right. So thank you very much for that, Penguin. I appreciate you informing me on that these are called connector pins. Appreciate that. All right, and it looks like we need to line this up. And now that's weird. Why didn't we have the connector pins there? Let's see. All right, well, now we're moving on. It's okay. The Lego vintage sewing machine? Bark and Cauldron, I didn't know that they were doing a sewing machine. Was that recently announced, or Is it an older set or something? Let's see. We've got to find some. Looks like 2 gray pins plus 4 small black pins here. Let's see. How does it want us to put this thing together? It wants. Oh, okay. So that's why we couldn't. So that's why it didn't include the pins up here. You're pushing these pins all the way through in order to connect that one. All right, that makes sense. So that is definitely one of the things I've noticed with their sets is that sometimes it's not very clear why you're doing it, but then when you flip a page, it's like, oh, okay, now it makes sense. So like with their instructions, don't question it. That's the only thing I've got. Let's see, the sewing machine was announced in 2025. It's expected late 2026, early 27. Oh, you got some inside track there. Hoo-hoo, look at you. But yeah, that actually does sound kind of cool, a vintage sewing machine Lego. The only thing is like a lot of times the Legos don't like actually move and function. These LumiBrick sets and the Fun Hole House, if you know it from that name, these move. So like these have moving parts. The Sky Club up there, it's got a little hand crank that turns a bigger fan through a series of linkages. The observatory, its top tower spins around. The telescope comes out. And then there's like a little elevator in it. And you can move it up and down. So like these sets are kinetic, which is interesting. Illegal Lego, hang on, let's see, what does Gergman say? We were working on an LED shelf lighting for my wife's Legos. Illegal Lego parts aren't a thing for non-Lego sets? I'm a little confused on that one there, Gergman. I'm not sure, but yeah, the LED shelf lighting, dude, that'd be sweet. I know you can't see it on stream, but I've got 2 entrances on either side of this fireplace, and something that I was wanting to do, and yes, I know this is kind of like a very autistic thing. I've actually been wanting to put a functional train around my living room here, and then have it go over my entrances to where I would like to have like little Lego towns, so that way I can decorate it for like Halloween and Christmas and have that little train running around the near the ceiling, and just have like a really cool decoration, and then I can add to it and stuff and have some really neat and creative lighting for it. And Christmas lighting. So like WLED is definitely going to be one of those things that I use for it. And if you've never seen it, they've got, I'm sure you've seen it as they put the cotton up there for like pillows and stuff on the ceiling. They attach the lights to it. And then you have the WLEDs going with like a strobe. So that way when there's music going, it makes it seem like it's thunder, right? And I've thought about doing that to make quote unquote snow in the little town for the train to go around, right? To me, that'd be just so cool. That would heal my inner child, if some of you know what that means. Alrighty, let's see. We've got more pins to put in here. I'm assuming this is building up the base of the platform and the central. I imagine we're going to be putting a bunch of stuff on top of this. So anyway, I hope you're along for the ride. I appreciate you being here. Definitely chat with me. We're going to sit here and enjoy this. And we're going to put some more pins. Feel free to talk about anything and everything. Let's see. Put a picture in RJ's Discord. All right, Grigman, I'll definitely have to take a look at that later. Lego has rules about some combinations because they break the geometry requirements for XYZ compatibility. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Thank you for informing me on that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm an avid Lego person. Back when I was a child, the Legos that we would get, oh, hang on, am I doing this on the right side? Yes, okay. The Legos that we got back when I was a kid, they weren't sets, right? You just got a big old bucket. And you had to use your imagination to create what you wanted. So if you weren't imaginative back then, you know, you kind of didn't have anything. All right, looks like we need a part out of the S bag. This bag here. See, let's see if we can get it to show here. So the reason why I know that it's needed out of the S bag is just because of what's in there, but if you look on their instructions, it just says it needs that one big plate, right? And then the two smaller pieces from the number one package. So the other models that I got, they actually told you it came out of the S package or the special package. All right. So we're going to go ahead and grab our big plate. Looks like we only need one, 16 by 16. So we have that. All right, looks like we just flip this over. Our big plate goes into the corner here like so. Oh, let's get it all crimped in. So if you've built Legos and you've built the knockoff Legos and stuff, you'll notice like the Legos have a nice satisfying click. These particular ones don't really click a whole lot. And, you know, they do click, they do kind of fit together nicely, but they don't have that satisfaction of the click in, right? All right, so we've got looks like we got our bottom plate finished, and it looks like we're flipping it back around to our brown plates here from package number 1. It says we need both of these meshed pieces. So this is actually pretty cool. You know, I don't think I've ever seen a Lego piece with these meshes. So these, the Fun Whole House LumiBricks definitely does have some interesting pieces. Yeah, they're, like I said there earlier, they are kind of Lego-esque, but they're not Lego. You know, they're trying to compete with Lego in the same brick building market, but you know, they're not Lego. They've got some different designs. These are a little bit different thickness. These have a different, you know, they're different in kind of most of the aspects. Let's see. So barking, yeah, I do have 2 watches on. I have a Pixel watch, so that way I can answer like phone calls and text messages and things. This one here, the Garmin, I've actually been wearing it because I'm wanting to get back into diving, and this is the Descent Mark III, so it's recommended to wear this watch like 2 to 3 weeks prior to a dive, so that way it knows your body battery and whether or not you can dive. So that's the reason for the 2 watches. But other than that, you know, the Garmin's kind of limited because you can't you can kind of text message from it, but not really. Let's see. Penguin says, then there are the Lego sets that, like the AT-AT, that make you build parts that can't be taken apart. Oh, I've never built one of those. Let's see, down under, one of the things I like the knockoffs have over Lego manuals is they grate out the existing built bit and then keep color for the new bit you are adding. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, this one here kind of does that, right? You can see where it's telling you to to get these 3 pieces for what you're doing here. And then in here, in the diagram itself, it shows you with a highlight in red of like where you're putting it. And see, then it gives you a top-down view in case if you're misinterpreting the other image. So for this one here, putting it here like this, as directed there. And then the brown and the gray, you can see it's going down here into this pit. But when you look at the top-down view, you're putting it in the second row versus where if you're looking at it at the side view, it kind of looks like it's in the first view, right? So we're putting it there like that. So now we're done with step 10. Let's see, down under you say the clicks is very manufacturer dependent. MOC clicks nicely, so does Brick King. Oh, interesting. Okay. All right. So now we're covering up the pit for some reason. Who knows why? We're going to put this down in here. Let's see. This one goes at the top. The skinny one goes here. And then we have the 5 bar goes there. And then the 2 bar goes there. So now we have just a single sunk and the gray sticking up. And we still have 1 connector pin. Alrighty. So now we're on to section number 2. And you can see here, just like on Lego, it tells you like what you're going to be building. So you're going to be opening up packs labeled number 2. And then you're also going to be opening up the LED pack number 1. And let's see if I can get this to show off here. So you can see like we're building some kind of like stand, and then there are the package numbers that you're getting out. So haven't decided on how long we'll go for this stream. You know, we may just call it, you know, after a couple of hours. And if we want to continue, we'll see how far we're on. Excuse me, we'll see how far we've gotten, and then if we go to a part 2, then we'll move to a part 2. Alrighty, so we're going to open up all labeled number 2 packages. Oh, enjoy that ASMR of the package opening there. It's nice and loud. We're going to make some room here on the table. And we're going to dump it out. That is the easiest way to get to these bags. Just dump it. All right, we're going to sort it out by color. That way it makes finding the pieces faster. Also, I have an OCD for staying a little bit more organized when doing these builds, because tried to do them before with the pieces everywhere, and it just takes so much longer. It's not enjoyable, so I like separating these. So here's an interesting brick. This is one that I don't think I've ever seen for a Lego. It's got a channel in here, I'm assuming for the LED wires. The little fairy lights, if you will. I don't think they're called fairy lights, but that's one of them. Let's see. Let's move package 2.2 here. You never know exactly what bags you're going to need right away, but when it says package 2, just get them all. I think I'm going to open up just these 2 for right now, and then we'll continue with the instructions and see if we need to open up the other packages right away. We'll try and just open them as needed. Let's see, we've got some silver parts and gray parts, so very colorful. The other models that I've built for the LumiBrick and the observatory, definitely enjoyed it. They're a long time build, and it's fun. You know, definitely fun to build. Let's see. All right. What color are these? These are brown. Let's see. Put that there. This is a gold. That's a gold arch. Why is that? See, they have some odd colors. They have interesting colors. You know, I've been doing a bunch of the Lego builds, the botanical builds. Those are fun. I tell you what. The orchid. Did the larger orchid, and it uses frogs. It uses the Lego frogs as the petals, or not the petals, the stamen. It uses frogs for the stamen in the flower. So it's really neat. Alrighty, so this does require us to have one of the LED packages. So we're going to go ahead and get that out. And that is number 1. And let's see what we got in package number 1. Now, it does have a tear seam here, but you don't have to tear it because it is sealed with one of those little resealable, it's like a resealable pouch. Alrighty, so looks like we have our USB connectors for powering the lights and the bricks. So we're going to set that to the side. We don't need that right now. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. So this is one of their interesting bricks for LumiBrick. This is their power distribution brick. So when you plug it in and you're plugging in the battery pack, you plug in the USB into this, and then these little small LEDs all have a little plug here that plugs into the brick. Let's see if we can get the camera to focus. It's tiny. Oh, we can't get it to focus. Oh, there it goes. Nope, it lost it. Anyway, so that's what it is, and then you just it's just plug and play. You just plug it in and it goes. These little power bricks will probably be on the side somewhere, and it'll direct us where we need to put them. Alrighty, let's flip to the page here. We need a black 4x6. Let's see. Looks like it's in this bag. See, I didn't open up all the bags. That's my fault. Let's see what we got. Hey, Brad, thanks for joining. Appreciate you coming in and watching the stream with us. Hopefully you can hear me. Seems like the mic might not be putting out very well for everybody, so I do apologize that seems to be an issue. Let's see, we're going to put the black pieces here to the left. That way we can still keep everything nice and organized. Now I am trying to talk loud enough so that way the microphone is picking it up well, and you know, I don't have too many audio issues with the microphone. I'm trying not to be mumbly, which is, I'm typically mumbly. Let's see, Penguin, so if I sent you a Lego to build, but had the condition was that step one was opening all packages, putting them in one big pile and mix them together, and that is how you had to build it. Would you do it? No. I probably wouldn't. That would actually drive me nuts. Being organized makes building this so much easier, especially when you have a large amount of pieces. I would say if it was a small Lego build, let's say like sub 500 pieces, I would probably do it then. For a large build like this with, you know, over 1,000 pieces, no, not at all. New. Alrighty, so it wants us to flip this part over, and we need 2 of the 4x6 pieces and a corner piece here. Alright, found that. Where does the corner piece go? Alright, we'll do that in a second. Looks like it goes on the other side. This goes this way, and then this one goes straight. Oh, ooh, nice click. There we go. Might have heard it. Alrighty, so now we're going to flip this back over, and it looks like, oh no, let's see, we've got it, hang on, let's get it the right way here. Okay, so it looks like it goes right there for that one. Yes, see, so that's where it's very vital with this top-down view. So that's what makes this super nice. Let's see, Slack pile building a Technic 3000 part set is the most fun. No. Sort by color from the giant dump pile. Yes, Gergman, that is exactly what I would do. I would 100% sort it by color from the giant pile. Absolutely. Okay. Now we need a 6x16. And it looks like it goes next to our grids here. And then we have some parts on top. We need some smooth pieces here. Let's see. Did I open that bag for the smooth pieces? Yes, I did. There is our 1x6. Here is our 1x, I don't know, what is that, a 4? Yeah, 1x4. And let's see. We have, I did not open the bag, so I am missing this part. See? That's what I get. All right, next one. You know, I'm not weak, but these bags, some of them are just, I am not going to send that flying. Well, actually, you know what? There we go. All right, I didn't send it flying. Look at that. All right, raise your hand if you wanted to see it go flying. I'm sure a few of you would like to see that. Let's see. Look at all these little parts. Let's see. We got another red piece. Some more of these. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm color coding these piles, but I am not like sorting them by pieces. Now, I know there's a few folks out there who would probably actually sort this by pieces, and they'd have like little boxes or something to sort these parts out. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. All right, there's our 2 smooth pieces. All right, let's see. We've got some more gray and silver pieces. Oh, we have a beige piece that got mixed in somehow. We got some dark brown pieces. Some more gray. And let's see. We don't have anybody chatting. Oh no. Can you guys still hear me? Hopefully you can. Yeah, because I was asking, you know, would it be fun to have the pieces scatter when I open up one of the bags? Didn't get an answer on that one from nobody. Give me a raise hand or a shout or shoot me a little love emoji or something. That way I know what's going on. Let's see, we got down under. You use a Steve builds part sorter for the tiny bits when I build with Mini Maker because he loses them if I don't. Oh, okay. I'm going to have to look into that because maybe that's something I can do. Now, is that printed down under? Or is that something that is, you know, you have to like buy pieces or something? All right, looks like I need another piece that I did not get out. See? Lots of pieces, lots of scatters. This is kind of my one complaint with the LumiBrick here is it doesn't, you don't know exactly which bags you're all going to need to open, but just assume you're just going to need to open all of them if it says a number. And as I was trying to do earlier, I didn't do that. And that is my fault. So you are having to wait on me to get pieces out. All right, set that one to the side. We've got more pieces to sort through. Isn't this fun, ladies and gentlemen? Let's see, what else do we have? Do we have some more folks going out there? What do we got? Oh, look at here. This is cool. It looks like a little convex lens that we need to put in somewhere. There we go. We finally got the camera to focus. Look at that. Ain't that a neat piece? You know, I don't think you could find that. I don't think Legos has something like that, right? Let's see. We got something that looks like a little stick shift. Oh, this is a cool little piece here. Nice little clear piece. Let's see if I can get it in the camera there. Looks kind of like a swept-back feather or something, or a flag. That's kind of neat. You know, so LumiBricks and Funhole House has definitely separated themselves from Lego, even though they are like a Lego alternative, because they have different brick designs. Like, you're not going to see that. You know, you may not see that from Legos. I don't think I ever have. Oh, we got a pink color one there. Interesting. Let's see. Oh, these, I had to open the last package, which had to be the tiniest pieces. Oh, man. This is going to take a minute. Let's see. We need that there for, I'm going to sweep this off. Let's just do this. Let's just sweep this off. This will be easier. Sort this out. And then we're just going to sweep. That way we can continue this. We'll just leave those little small things there. All right. Now we need to build onto this piece here. And looks like this comes four nubs in. Let's see. Oh, okay, so the sorter is on printables or his GitHub. All right, I'll have to check that out. I might want some of this. Oh, Barking Cauldron. Oh, man. Well, if you are, I appreciate you being here. It's nice to have you here. Hopefully we can attract some more ladies to watch the stream next time. Maybe get that word out there. That would help out a lot. The horse's mane, fire flags embedded. Oh, okay. So it's like a horse's mane. I've never done a Lego build with that, so I didn't know. Thank you. I appreciate that, Phil. Let's see. We need this one here, so that's cool. So like it doesn't tell you when they do these stick pieces, they give you one to they give you a diagram here so that way you can measure it. That way you're getting the right one, especially when there's pieces with like a longer piece. See, so it's calling for the 7, not the 8. So we're going to put the 8 back. Looks like we need a large gear, or excuse me, this gear, and then one of the beige gears, and then a coupler. I think that's a coupler. Let's see. Is that a coupler? What is that? And if I can find it, I'll show it, and maybe you guys can tell me what it is. Ah, here it is. It's a little gray one. So is this what you'd call like a coupler? Let's see if I can get it there. Is that what that is? Like a coupler piece? All right. Well, anyway, so it wants us to put the coupler down here, and then we are pushing the. Oh, hang on. Let's see. I want to rethink how I do this. So, okay, so we are shoving this through here, and then our coupler piece is going into here. See, and it's too long to like have this piece already in it or on it, because I wouldn't be able to get it, I wouldn't be able to fit it through the little hole. So this is going to be a little challenging. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now we got it. All right, just a little bit out. All right, the beige piece goes, we're going to cheat on this one. We're going to put it down here like that. Spin and stab. Oh, I stabbed a little too hard. Oh no, stabbed a little too hard. Back it out. All right, there we go. And now we need the little gear. So now that we have this pin geared up, so it's going to be one of those things. This is probably going to be one of those kinetic items in here. Who knows how this thing is going to work, right? I don't know how it's going to work yet because I'm putting this thing together. All right, let's see. We need the red piece, a 4x6, which is this piece, a 6x6, which is this piece, and a 2x6. All right, we got all the pieces. Let's see. It wants us to put this here. Well, I can tell you one thing. With doing a Lego build, you know, there's not ever going to be any magic smoke from this. So, unfortunately, Phil, I'm not going to be able to surprise you on that one. Let's see. Is the set that has the working elevator? The set that has the working elevator is the observatory, which is up here behind me on top of my little mantle. And absolutely, Barking Cauldron. Yeah, we'll definitely come check it out. Yes, Phil, I was definitely calling you out for your magic smoke that you'd had on one of your streams here not that long ago. But, you know, you did get it fixed, and that's what matters. That's the most important piece, is that you did get it fixed. Alrighty, so now we're on to a 2x6. So this one is a 4, and it looks like a different kind of pin. Let's see. Did I pull that pin out? I'm pretty sure I did. Oh, there it is. Nope, that's not it. That's too short. Where is this? Oh, no. See, this is why even after organizing this, I'm still... Oh, there it is. Nope, that's not it. Still not finding what I need. Am I blind? Where did it go? I need this pin here. Maybe, you know what? Maybe it's the wrong color. Maybe, yep, see, it's a gray color. There you go. That's why. That's why I couldn't find it. Alrighty. So we put this here. This goes into the center. Slaps down like that. See, so this part will never come out. So this is a part that, you know, won't come out. All right, so 2x6 on the top. We have to double it up. Let's double it up. And then we have two different gears. Let's see, we need this large gear and then this medium gear. All right, so large gear goes here. And then we have this one here, following that up. Okay, so now we need another 1x6. We have a dark brown arch and another one of the pins, but this one is brown, so this one's here. Okay, so that goes there like that. This arch piece goes here, and where does this piece go? This piece goes on top, and then the other medium gear goes on there like that. So we're going to put the medium gear on here first, and it looks like it needs to connect with the other medium gear. So let's get that situated. All right, so now they're locked in. So now I've got the two medium gears here locked in. You can see they're nice and tight, nice and lined up. And then we are putting it on top of this small gear to match up to the large gear. There we go. All right, so looking at the diagram here, we just put this whole full assembly on top, and we are there. So now, if you look, the small gear inside is also turning along with the outside gears. So I'm assuming we're probably going to have some kind of handle on the bottom or something, but let's stay tuned to find out, right? Couldn't stream this week because beta testing all backed up behind it, and the betas are under NDA. Oh, man. So I know you probably can't talk about it because of the NDA, but hopefully you will be able to get back to streaming soon, Phil. You know, I don't know about you, but I definitely enjoy the streams that you do. And, you know, I never want you to have the magic smoke coming out when you're doing your builds and your stream, but it definitely makes for good content, so can't argue there, right? Let's see, we need two of these small pieces here. All right, I wonder what we're building here. This is interesting. So we're building something that goes around the gears that we just built, and it looks like it's straddling it, right? How does this fit? Let's see. Oh, okay, I see it now. There, up. I'm a dingbat. It's sitting right there. Look at that. Oh, plug that in. Where did my other one piece go? I'm lost. Where did it go? Oh, let's just steal one. We'll find it in a second. So that goes in there like that, and then you put it through like so. And then we have these little pieces here. These are tiny pieces. Let's see. If Steve's shipping isn't delayed, then we're going to do a collab stream. That's right. That's right. I'm definitely looking forward to that. And I know you're doing the index on the Core 1. I'm assuming you have a Core 1 Plus. That'd be really cool. Hey, John. How you doing? Glad you could make it with it. Glad you can join the stream. Definitely enjoyed your stream earlier with Captain Kern. and helping him with the Ender CNC. That was very informative. I enjoyed that. And if anybody else here in the stream hasn't seen that, I'd definitely recommend that. All right. Let's see. Now we're on to this second part of it. And it looks like we're just doing a repeat of the parts. So let's grab these pieces here. That one. There's that piece. Oh, there it is. It just fell off. Okay. And then we have 2 more small sticks. Alrighty. Let's see. Good, thanks. Good seeing you live. Yeah, John, I appreciate you being here, man. Appreciate it. And then you're doing a Core 1 versus... Oh, Core 1 versus the Plus is 3 parts different, nothing much. The grill opener and different spool holder. Is that like, is there a kit to upgrade your Core 1 to the Core 1 Plus so that way it automatically opens up the vent when you're doing like PLA or PETG prints? All right, looks like we need to stab this thing in here. There we go. Oh, that fit nice. Oh, okay. Oh, it's like a gearbox now. Okay, so we were putting together a gearbox. Very cool. All right. Oh, I put this on the wrong. See, look, I didn't read the directions. I got to take it apart. I didn't. This is. Oh no! It just went flying. Oh, there went the other one. Give me 1 second. I have to go under the desk. Well, this is a table. Good. They didn't run away too far. Found them right away. Awesome. All right. So the instruction says it's supposed to be this first. And then inside, before the little triangle stabilizer thing there, those little couplers are supposed to be in there. All right, now let's put this back. There we go. Oh yeah, that turns much better. Cool. Let's see. All of that goes in the bin with index. Oh, okay, so they're including all of the Core 1 Plus parts with the index? That's actually pretty cool. I didn't know that. Okay, so now we're making the crank. Let's find our handle. Excuse me, not our handle. What is this? This is the lever. This is the lever. And our handle is this piece. That way it can spin. See? Nice. All right, and let's see. Where does this go? This goes on the brown piece here for our handle. All right. See, look at that. Isn't that cool? Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Alrighty, so step 2, it is telling us to shove that bottom shaft that we'd built earlier, to push that in until it lines up with our triangle stabilizer piece. Oh, so now our gear is directly centered here for this piece. So wonder how we're going to use that. All right, let's move on to number 24 here. We have a 2x2 by 3. Excuse me. We have more pieces. Let's see. Looks like we need a gray single piece. This one here. We got 2 smooth black ones that we need. And then we need 2 small brown ones. All right. New top cover and new spool holders. Oh, okay. Understood. Gotcha. So, Phil, are you not upgrading your Core 1 to the Core 1 Plus? It sounds like you're not, with the way you described that, but that's okay, right? Because you're getting the index, and I'll be honest with you, I'm jealous that you're getting the index, right? Because that is the tool changer that I know a lot of people want, and I am definitely one of those folks who wanted it. Unfortunately, I am not one of the lucky folks to have been able to order one, because, you know, whatever, no capital, things like that. You know, so definitely jealous, definitely want to watch it, and looking forward to your live stream on it, because I'd like to see how it gets all put together and everything, and you are definitely one of the folks who are pretty good at explaining it as you build it. So, let's see, we're on part number 25. Let's see, we got a bunch of our brown stuff. We have the really big arch. Looks like we need a couple of these 1 by 1 by 3s. That's definitely not a 1 by 1 by 3. That is too long for that. There's our 1 by 1 by 3. We have, I don't even know what this part is. You guys ever seen this part? If you know what this part's called, let me know. I don't know what it's called. You know, curious. Let's see. We need a brown piece. It looks like this one. There we go. I had to dig for that one. Let's see, 2 of those, and then we need 2 smooth top pieces. That one there, and that one there. Looks like I only had the 2, so we got lucky. Okay. We are adding to the tops of these large pillars, and we're putting in our archway. Let's put this and this together. Let's see, 5 of 45 minutes was working out which way up the grill was meant to be. Oh no. Definitely understand that. It looks like it could have been confusing there. I've only seen pictures, so I will definitely have to take your word for that one. All right. Let's add these column pieces here. So I'm assuming on this side here, we're probably going to be attaching something based on that piece having little nubs on the outside. Now, there's the arch. So, has anybody speculated what this is actually going to be? Because, like, if we look back at the image here at the beginning, I'm not sure what this is actually going to end up being. Oh, it is for the elevator. Okay, you were right, Phil. You said it earlier. It is for the little working elevator. All right. All right, so we've definitely confirmed this is for the elevator. So this is going to be cool that once we get it done, we can actually get the elevator, looks like we can get it moving up and down. Let's see, we need 3 of these. We have another 1 by 1 by 3. I know it's not exactly very entertaining watching somebody build a Lego, but, you know, I appreciate you guys being here. It does help out a lot. Let's see, that's a weird looking piece. All right, we got that one. And then now we need this one. That was lucky. That was right on top. Look at that. Pretty sure Gergman was heckling. Yeah, if anybody was going to be heckling you, sir, I definitely imagine it was going to be Gergman. He definitely likes to heckle. Now, I've been heckling Captain Kern. Was heckling him a little bit during his stream earlier today. And, you know, saying that he was out there with the guy when he found salt, and made fun of him for licking a rock. All right, let's see. This thing builds a little weird. Let's see. It wants you to put these two together with this on the bottom. And then the long piece with this one. And, okay. So it wants this one first. And then this one second. And it goes like that. So you're creating kind of like a little L bracket. And then you put all of that together. That's simple, isn't it, right? And we attach it here like so. Make sure everything's all nice and lined up. Mini Maker will be glued to the TV watching when she wakes up. What is she going to be, what is Mini Maker going to be watching when she wakes up? Like, curious as to, you know, what her favorite show is, or is your little one's favorite show is. Or maybe just going to be watching the Lego build or something. Or, you know, I don't know much about Australia. I really don't. Let's see. This goes on the back side like that. Oh. What in the world? What are we making here? Oh, this is the rail for the elevator. Oh, okay. Let's see. We need a 1 by 12. 4, 4, and 4. There's our 1 by 12. Now we need another 1 by 12. We need both of those. Let's see. We need a 1 by 6, 2 of those. So 1 by 6, 2 of those. Okay, so now we need all 6 of these little things. Now see, I thought these pieces earlier, right, that I was showing you, I thought these pieces were going to be for the LEDs, right, as like a channel. They probably will be, but it looks like this is also for the, like the guide rail for this little elevator. So, 2, 4, and 6. Oh, your Mini Maker's going to be watching me. Awesome. Yeah. That'd be awesome. Happy to have a little one watch. You know, we're going to try and keep this nice and clean and child friendly if we can, or at least PG-13. Let's see. I can't find those pieces. We need a 1 by 2 of an 8 length. Is that our 8 length? Yes, it is. All right. So we need 2 of these. All right. So we got 2 of those. Now we need a 6. A smooth top 6. 1 by 6. Where are you? There you are. I believe that's it. Yep, that's it. See? Gotta have it. Gotta have this. All right. So now we're assembling this part, and let's see. We need to put these 2 together. And it looks like we're putting the 6. Is the 6 holding it together with by 3 by 3? Let's see. I think so. Let's just see. Yep. Okay, so it is holding it 3 by 3. And then you're putting these here on this side. Our rail goes all the way across. So let's put our rail together. Our guide rail. I'm assuming it's a guide rail. Let's see. You're welcome to heckle my stealth changer build. It will be USB. Oh. So Gergman, why are you going to build it with USB and not CAN bus? If you don't mind elaborating and maybe sharing your thoughts as to why you chose USB over CAN bus. Let's see, couldn't work which way around, okay. Looks like these pieces go like this. Then we were going to put this one, large one here with all the holes, and then this other 1x6 here. Okay. Now we need to, oh, how does this attach? How does this attach? Okay. It attaches upside down. Let's see. Make sure we got it on here right. Yep. There we go. Okay. Now this is interesting. Let's see. What do we got? We need 2 of these bricks. And then what brick is this one? This one is, we need 2 of these brown bricks. And then, here we go. Found them. There's the other 2 that we need. Oh, sorry, it's only 1. Okay. And then how do we assemble this? We assemble this like that and that. And that goes here like so. And then this one goes on top. And we assemble this here. Interesting. All right, so now we need the 1x8 smooth top, which are these. And we are putting this, let's see, looks like it goes all the way up there like that. Oh, this is, I got big fat fingers, so this is a little difficult to kind of squish this in here. But I'm gonna make it work. There we go. See, I had to like bend it down in there and get it in there. All right, now we need another 1x8. We're covering up. Oh, we need 4 1x8s. We need all of them. So we are completely covering this rail. Elevator shaft, rail, guide rail, whatever you want to call it. All right, now we're on to part 32. What do we have here? All right, so we're building. So we're going to put it like that. I'm going to show it here. There we go. Let's see. Let's see, Gergman, it's the LDO Stealth Changer kit with my existing Leviathan board that came with the 2.4 kit. The expansion driver board showed up today and doing a 48 volt for the Z-steppers. Wow. So what is the advantages of using 48 volt for your Z-steppers? Because isn't that typically your slowest motor in the machine? Like, I don't understand why you would need something of that caliber for your Z. Again, I'm fairly new to 3D printing and everything, so happy to understand and learn from you guys who have been in this a lot longer than I have. All right, so it looks like we've got all the parts for this piece of this elevator shaft. All right, so same thing, we need to assemble this parts together. And definitely easier to follow this in a one-to-one. Let's see, that goes there like so, that goes there like that. And then we just put them all together. Let's see, faster tool changes. Really? So if you're running with, so I'm assuming that in the config, when you have the 48 volt Z steppers and the stealth changer, that You can adjust the Z speed at which the gantry goes up and down to change out the tools. Is that correct in my thinking there? Please correct me if I'm wrong. Let's see. All right, so now we need these little weird wedge bricks. All right, so like this, the long one, and then another little short one here. And it looks like, oh, nope, I had it wrong. I had it wrong. Look at that, see? That's what I get for not following directions. It's got to go like that. All right. Phil, I did not call you old. I think you and I are around the same age. So no, I did not call you old. Right, yeah. I knew that the gantry had to move up and down, Gergman. I just wasn't aware that the 48-volt Z-steppers actually assisted with that. So, I thank you for educating me. I appreciate that. All right, looks like we're building the other side of this service elevator shaft here. Let's see, we need our 1x8 smooth tops, and it looks like, there it is. There's the last 1x6. All right. So I'm going to set this back. We're going to put it here for now. And let's assemble this thing here. So it wants us to use this. And we already know from the previous side that it goes like that. And we are putting it here like this. 53, y'all are babies. Who's 53? Gergman, are you 53? Is that what you're saying? Because if you're 53, then, like, don't look like it at all. Because, you've put your pictures in Discord and stuff, and looking good for a 53-year-old, sir. If you are. Who's calling who old? I don't know. Somebody, I think Phil started it. We're going to blame Phil, because Phil is the Australian in here, so he's the outsider, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. But, everybody likes to heckle Phil. Phil's fun. He's a good sport about it. And, can't go wrong. He's a good man. He teaches everybody. Let's see, what do we got? Okay, so it wants us to flip this thing upside down. And it wants us to, see, this is so weird. Why couldn't I just, I'm going to put it, nope, that ain't going to work. What did I do wrong? I did something wrong. Oh my gosh, look at that. See? Wait. Yeah, no. What? I put this on here right. What do you mean? I am so lost. That's the way it's supposed to go. Wait. Oh, I'm a goofball. There we go. See? Good thing I backtracked a little bit because I had this thing all wrong. All right, there we go. There we go. I ain't got my glasses on. I can't read instructions. Don't blame me. Let's see, what do we got? There are 2 5160 drivers on the network, on the Nighthawk, and the expansion boards adds the other 2 5160s. I'm going to be honest with you, Gergman. I do not know what those drivers do. I think my Voron printer has them, but I have no idea. And I am breaking this thing. Oh dear. See, this is what happens when you have large fingers. I'm breaking it. Let's see. Let's get this in here like so. Oh, I'm going to put it down. There we go. That's better. Yeah. Oh, breaking it again, see? Can I fix it? No, I can't fix it. There we go. Yep, I fixed it. Okay, I did fix it. Cool. All right, so now it looks like we have our service elevator shaft almost completed. Let's see, we got some parts at the top here. They go like so. And, oh, that is not the right piece. Oh, no, that's not the right piece. That's the right piece. There we go. Let's see. Barking Cauldron. Who's calling who old? I don't know. Why did you say an old? Yeah. 53 and the fat fills in the wrinkles. Sorry about your Leviathan. 5160s are the high voltage drivers, so they make the printer go more burr. Oh, okay. So the 5160 drivers are just like higher capacity drivers. Is that what that means? And so that allows for the 48 volt to run through it. Let's see. All right, so there's our top pieces. That's done. All right, now we need the long red, one of these, and our last beige gear. So we're going to put that in here like so. And then our beige gear goes on the back side, just like that. And it spins. All right, so now it looks like we need 5 screw pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and one of the couplers. Okay, so we're going to put on the screw pieces. Looks like we don't have to worry about orientation on the screw piece because the way it's designed, so it matches up no matter what. Oh, that doesn't match. That one does. So we do have to be careful to match the screw. There we go. See? So now we have a full continuous screw. So we have to be careful. All right. Let's see, what do we have? So let me get pretty. Mini Maker still in bed, but Micro Maker is now watching and said, "Bit tricky, read book." Yes, very much so. As you've already seen, I've messed up already a couple of times and had to backtrack to see what I did wrong. And let's see, did we get those lined up right? No, we didn't get that one lined up right. Let's see. All right, that's more continuous. Turn that one more. Nope. Back it up one. Let's see. There we go. All right. So now we have a full screw shaft. I'm assuming this is the screw shaft. All right. We're going to add our pin coupler. And it looks like we now need our golden pin shaft and 2 more of these screw pieces. So now that we already know that these screw pieces have to have a specific orientation, let's make sure we line those up properly. There we go. All right. Looks like that's done. And now we have a coupler. So we need another coupler. There's a coupler with the 8 shaft. So we're going to slide the coupler on here. And I have a child on my computer who's walking on my keyboard here. All right, let's see. Now we need our other screw pieces. Excuse me, dear. And it has messed with my computer. There we go. Now I can see things. We need 3 screw pieces. So 1, 2, and 3. All right. So 1, and then 2. Oh, nope, nope, that's wrong. Nope, 1 more. There we go. And let's turn this around here. There we go. And attach it to this end like it says. Okay. All right, so this whole screw shaft, this screw, now connects to the piece that we put down here. And it looks like that didn't want to. There we go. So we're going to slide that bottom one down. There we go. Oh, it didn't want to stay. That's interesting. Let's see, what did we do wrong? Did we do something wrong? I didn't think I did. Let's see. No. So, it had us push that in, but now that we're trying to get the gear in here, it's not dropping in place, right? I'm wondering if, you know what, we're just gonna back it up. No, because it doesn't want to engage there. So something's not right. But there wasn't anything to hold that in place, right? I didn't miss that. So this is very interesting, very disturbing here. I'm not sure why this doesn't want to stay. All right, well, we're going to put it in there anyway. Hopefully it works. I mean, it does feel like it's engaging it, kind of. Maybe there will be a brace or something that we need to put. I mean, so it is working. Kind of. What in the world? Huh. Yeah, this isn't working right. Let's pop that off. We're gonna have to backtrack. Even though I followed the directions, there's something still wrong there. All right, let's backtrack. So we were here when we put the handle on. Oh, see? Look. Okay, I did mess up. So it looks like we want the shaft to go in further, but the actual gear needs to stay where towards the edge. Okay, so we did mess up. Well, not really. So let's push that in there like so. That way that locks that back in. Now we can put our top back on. And hopefully we will be locked in place. Yeah, see, now we're locked in place. Look at that. It's turning like it should without any effort. There we go. All right, we fixed it. Let's see. Who doesn't like a full continuous screw? I see a kitty. Yeah, I don't know why they put a couple of different couplings in there for the shaft. That's kind of odd. I agree. All right, now it looks like we're putting our shaft on here. Ah, no, I broke it. when you have large hands and you are strong, this does not make it easy for me. And my cat is decided to join us. She is now sniffing and checking out the bags that we've opened up here. I don't know if, there she is. She is 2 years old. That is Mika. And she is my menace. And I do mean that quite genuinely. She is a menace. Okay, so it wants us to put this elevator shaft in front of the screw? No, around the screw. Okay, goes like this. Goes like that. It doesn't want to oh, I had it upside down. Simple mistake, had it upside down. Silly me. Now we gotta fix the screw. There we go. There's that one. And then there's that one. There we go. Silly me. I had it the wrong way. It needs to go like this. No. What did I... Oh, I put these on the wrong spot. Oh. Simple mistake. There we go. Very simple mistake. There. Now it's locked into place. All right. Let's see. Does the screw still spin? Yes, it does. Perfect. Awesome. Okay. So it does show the shaft is supposed to connect onto the arch. So let's put it, I was going to mess that up. Okay, now we're fixed. Now that's done. Okay, let's see, what do we got? We don't have anybody talking. Hi, Mika. What are you doing? Hi. What are you doing, little girl? You having fun watching Dad? Yeah? Well, that's okay. You can sit there and enjoy watching Dad. All right, this is a 2x4, but it doesn't say, oh, hang on, there it is. It's the gray. It wants us to use the gray. There we go. And we have another little arch here. All right, so put these two together. Now we're going to put this one on top. And now we have a nice little arch. Check that out. Ain't that a nice little arch? Yeah. All right. So we're making a nice little platform here that goes onto the front of our shaft. All right, we're going to slide this in. Did I do it wrong? No. I did it wrong. What is wrong here? Something's not right because something's not lining up. What did we do wrong? Oh, I see what we did wrong. Okay, I see what we did wrong. All right, we have to take this off. Hopefully don't collapse it. So what we did wrong is we put pieces in the wrong spot. We can't read directions. If you don't know how to read directions, pay attention to the thing. So what happened is that I put these pillars and this arch in the wrong spot. It needed to come forward one and have a blank space here in the back, okay? And the reason for that is very important, and that is because when we put this little elevator screw shaft down here, need to click that off, and I lost it. And the reason for it is because this 4x2 with the two nubs on here, or excuse me, this 1x4, it holds this shaft in place with these gray blocks here to lock it in. Okay, and because I didn't have it in the right location, it wasn't lining up in order for it to lock in. All right, now that we've got everything fixed, now this little platform piece will clip into the gray blocks like it's supposed to. There we go. All right, see, it's pretty tricky. Don't eat my computer. No. Why are you eating my computer? And don't try and be sneaky. See, this is why I said she's a menace. Is, you know, if I leave her alone, she will absolutely be a pain. So, and that's what she's doing. She's being a pain. She's just being my little menace. I love her for it, and there ain't nothing she can do about it. So, all right, so now we're building, it looks like what do you call it, the trolley for our elevator. I'm assuming it's trolley. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let's see, what do we got? Yes, barking cauldron. I have actually two cats. One is currently hiding because she's not a good kitty. So she is currently hiding. And this one here is my menace, which she likes to get into things when she wants my attention. And yes, I do know it's close to dinner time, and that's why she does this, is because it's close to dinner time. So she's going to keep bugging me until she gets fed. So we're going to try and get this elevator shaft done. Don't do that. She's trying to crunch my laptop. Like literally crunch on it. Stop that. And so yeah, she's going to keep bugging me until I feed her. She's a smart cat, very smart cat, but she can be just the most ornery little thing in the world. All right, so here's to hoping that we got our screw perfect and functional. So it says to slide this in to our shaft. So let's see if we got our screw right. Let's see. Come on. There. Nope. Is it going to work? Let's see. Yeah. All right. Nope. It's not working. Oh, nope. It is working. Cool. There we go. I know. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of force this thing down. And then what I'm going to do is try and hold it. Oh, there we go. Now you can see it. All right. Check that out. It's working. That's so cool. Until it hit that spot. All right. So we don't have screws lined up or something. Let's back this out. Oh, man. All right, we'll have to take a look at that, and let's see. See if it'll screw it back down. Nope. All right, you know what? it's not going to play nice with this. We messed up something. All right, so since we messed up the screw, we're going to just come in here and underneath plop this back up, if it will let us. So that way I don't have to pull it all apart again. But looks like it's not going to looks like it's not going to be nice and let me do that. Ah, there we go. Got it. Got it. Look at that. All right. And let's see. Let's see if we can fix the screw here. It looks like I guess I had something misaligned. Let's try going 2 on that one. Oh, okay. I see what might be the issue. So what it looks like might have been the problem is that I didn't have the screws lined up properly on in between the transitions. So that's what was causing the problem. Okay, so we might be okay there. Let's see. So that looks like it lines up better now. All right. Let's try it. See, this, you know, would you get this kind of build out of a Lego? I don't know. I beg to differ. Like this difficulty, I don't think you'd find this with a Lego. All right, let's try and get that in there. Let's see. Will it screw all the way down? Will it go? Can we get it to go down? It's going so far. So far, so good. Keep going, please. Hey, it made it past the transition. There we go. Look at that. All right. It's working. Cool. See? There we go. She's working. All right, let's bring it back up. Yeah. There we go. See, I just didn't have them lined up. That's all it was. See, you wouldn't have known that, right? Because it doesn't tell you exactly how to line that up in here when you were putting these together. So it does have on the screw, when you're assembling the screw, it shows you here in the little yellow box of like how to align it, right? It shows you here how to align the screw, but it's not, it doesn't tell you that you need to line it up in between the segments, right? So I wouldn't have known that. So a little bit of trial and error there, you know, and if you're in the 3D printing world and you build your own machines, there's a lot of trial and error. So, you know, this is a prime example of sometimes you just have to build it and see if it works. If it don't, you have to back up and try again. But it doesn't mean anything is wrong. It just means, you know, I just didn't have something right. So we backed up and fixed it. And that is how you want to be in life, right? You know, you're going to mess up. But what you want to do is make sure that you can fix it. So no matter what it is, the more important skill isn't necessarily building something, it's the ability to fix something, right? It sounds weird, I know. But it's true. And that's what makes all the difference, is how you fix things, not necessarily how you put something together. Let's see, we need this one. Okay, so we've got this. It wants us to put that like that. And then we're putting on this piece here, and then we're hiding it all. And I'm assuming, nope, that's for the shaft there. Okay, so this is the top of the elevator, and it looks like we're going like that there. And then this is holding our screws together, and looks like it's probably going to keep it somewhat centered as well. Let's see. Yes, Gergman, the right to repair, exactly. You know, and I was talking about that with my family the other day, is that, you know, I've got 5 3D printers and stuff, and I had shown them the airless slip-on shoes that I had printed with my Cobra X, and they all put it on. They're like, oh, that's weird. I said, no, go ahead and step in it. And so everybody did, and they're like, oh, this is actually really comfortable. I said, you know, and so they were shocked. And then we were talking about like some of the other things that I've made. I've made a little aroma diffuser for the car. And so my family wants that. So I'm gonna have to print out a couple of those. And you know, I have to get some ASA filament in order to print that out, because they leave their cars in the sun, and the PLA and ABS that I have, you know, that ain't gonna work for it. So can't have that. So I have to get some ASA so that way I can print them out, some of that, and they want me to mail it to them, so I'll mail it to them. But then we were talking about, again, with the right to repair, you know, I was telling them that some of the appliance manufacturers have released files for 3D printing, what do you call it? Like repair parts. So like the gears for, I think, like a washing machine, and then I forget, somebody else made something. That one of the other manufacturers put out like CAD parts or something for us to be able to repair those machines. So like I was telling them that, you know, if you needed to repair one of the gears in like the washing machine, and if you had the filament already, you know, printing out that part's maybe like 25 to 50 cents, versus if you had to pay for that part, you'd be looking at like $50 to $100 here in the United States to just repair your machine that you've already bought and own, but it doesn't. But it's, you know, it's broke. All right, we need a 2x12, which is this one. And let's see, we need to make sure we put this on the right side here, because as we know, I've already messed up a couple of times. Let's see, is this our other 2x12? Yep, okay. So according to the directions, we need to attach, I think I've got the wrong pieces. Yep, I have the wrong pieces. We need to attach these pieces onto the top of the tower, like so. And then this 2x12 clips in like so. And I'm messing that up. And then the other side clips in here. So we're getting there. So it's got a nice little shaft, and we've got a nice little top. So now now that we've got the top and the screw secured, you can see that it cranks down and it goes down pretty easy. We got a couple of spots where it sticks, so I might have to take this screw apart again to make it smoother. We'll figure that out. But yeah, it's working. So that's what matters. Let's see, what do we got? PEBA filament? So yes, I actually do have some PEBA filament, yes. The PEBA filament, if you've never messed with that, it's actually an interesting filament. It's kind of like TPU filament, which is, what do you call it? Which is a softer filament. Probably like a 90A shore hardness on that filament. And how does this work? Oh. I just gotta go in there like that. Oh, okay, so what they want you to do is they want you to put this into the long piece first, and then you're gonna slide it up from underneath to clip it in. Okay. But the PEBA filament, right, it's like the 90A shortness TPU. So when you're printing it out, it prints out just like that. So when I printed it out on the Cobra X, I set it up as TPU for AMS, and it printed beautifully. No issues, no spits, no sputters. And the first thing I made was just a little D6 dice. Just something to mess with it, right? Just something to print. And when it got done, I was like, okay, so let's check the bounciness of it, right? Because that's the marketing for PEBA, is that it's super bouncy. It's lightweight, and you can use it for the basketball or the tennis ball or the ping pong, the airless ping pong ball. And so I just did a dice. That little D6 dice, if, you know, Gergman, you're of the age where you remember the super ball, the super bounce ball, it's literally just like that. So if I had actually made a bounce ball with that material, it would be all over the place. So if you've got kids, if you've got dogs, it's a fun little material. Definitely worth printing it with it, because what do you call it? It bounces everywhere, right? It's super bouncy. So if you got kids who like ping pong or tennis, yeah, get it. Print with it. You can't go wrong. All right, looks like we are building more on top of the shaft here, the elevator shaft. And it looks like I broke it again. I did. Just put that back in there like that. There we go. And then the top part, it looks like we're doing this with the round half moon, or quarter moon, excuse me. And that piece there like so. And these these smooth bricks go to the side here. I'm assuming it's just to hold these together. Yeah, that's what it looks like. It's to hold these together. So we're going to put that in the middle, just like it shows. Hopefully it's in the middle. All right, now these tall pillars go here. So this is shaping up really nice. So we're probably going to be ending the stream here soon. Once I get this shaft completed and we're done with package 2, because my children are going to bug me drastically here soon because it is their dinner time. Let's see, we need more bricks. We need more bricks. There's my 1x4. And then we need 2 of these. So yeah, we're going to finish package 2. We're going to get the elevator shaft completed, and then we will see about doing a part 2 next week. How did this attach? Oh, okay, so they want it to attach like so. And then they want this here and this here. So I'm assuming this is probably going to be the cart, or not the cart. Oh, I don't know what this is going to be. Okay, it doesn't look like it's going to be the trolley. So 1 by 6, 2 by 4, 1 by 4, that piece, and our wedges. Okay, so our 1 by 4 goes here in the middle. 1 by 6 goes here. Our 2 by 4 goes there. These little bricks go here, and then our wedges make like a little house, like a little roof. What do you call it? Standard house roof. Let's see. Oh, you want me to try PIBA for the shoes? That would be one very expensive shoe, because if you haven't looked at the price of PIBA, I haven't looked at it since I bought the rolls that I do have. It's a pretty expensive filament, in my opinion. Let's see, what am I missing here? Okay, nope, it is both of these with this. Let's see, what else do we have? We need a black 1 by 2. Is it a black 1 by 2? Yes. It is a black 1 by 2. We are missing a black 1 by 2. Where are you? Not you. There you are. And then we need one of these. All right. But yeah, PIBA is not cheap, dude. And with the amount of material it's roughly almost 400 grams to make one of the slides. So like you're talking, it's going to chew through a full roll of PEBA to make 2 slides. So it's definitely not cheap. Definitely not cheap. Let's see. We need all 4 of these. So we need 1 with the hole, 2 without, 1 small skinny, and then 1 like that. Okay, so that goes there to lock it in. Then we've got these 2 into 1 with a hole. Oop, wrong direction. Like that, with the small one being the topper. And I have to make sure we put the hole in here the correct way. So the directions show to do it like this. So we do have it complete. I'm assuming this is like part of the trolley. Let's see. I think they might be more durable than the TPU shoes. I need to look into this more. I don't think PEBA is any tougher than TPU 90A as far as like durability. If you're wanting to look into something for like house shoes, there is a filament out there called Shoe Flex, and it starts off as a 90A shore hardness, but when it's printed, it becomes a 75A shore hardness. So like it gets really soft. Definitely, that Shoe Flex is definitely not cheap at all. So if you are going to look into printing a shoe and you want to use that, it is available on Amazon. And so you'd have to just look for a Shoe Flex. Now, if you want to look for it on AliExpress, not AliExpress, it is Alibaba, because the only way you can get it from the manufacturer is with a large bulk order. So be aware of that. But you can order it from Sting 3D. But it is available on Amazon in limited colors. I think they had like beige, white, yellow, and something else. And again, it's not an inexpensive filament. It's going to run you, I think it was 35 per roll. And the rolls are only 750 gram. So they're not full kilo rolls. Now, if you do look it up and that has changed, I do apologize for giving you the wrong information. That is not the way that I work. So hopefully what I've stated is still correct. But you never know. Things change all the time, and there is nothing we can do about it. Alrighty, so now we need to put this together, and then it looks like this thing drops in there like that. This is interesting. So what do you think this is going to be? So look at this little this cute little thing here that we're building. I'm assuming, again, this is like the trolley for the elevator, but it's kind of, it's different, right? I know it's a steampunk, but what is this? I'm curious. So we'll see. Let's see. Now we need two 2x4s, these two 2x2 things, and then we need two of these little toppers. All right, so we are to put what? Oh, I see. Okay, so it wants you to put the toppers on here, like so, and then that one there. Okay. Got it. All right, so let's do that, and then this one goes like so, and we flip it upside down, so it goes like that, and it fits into that brick. Okay, so now it looks like we are building something else over here with some hands. So we got two hands, and then it says we need 3 of these little shaft pieces. And on the piece here, it barely wants it in there. You don't want to put it all the way in. So we're, oh, see, a little too strong. There we go. Pull it back out. All right. So now these ones we're just going to shove in here and clip, and then shove that one in there like that, and clip. Let's see, final minutes of England versus Norway, and England just got the lead. Oh no. No. We can't have that. Norway has to beat England. I am sorry, but we can't have Holland going home early. That's unacceptable. I know that you are an England fan, but tough. Now, I don't watch soccer, so I appreciate you filling us in on that one, Phil. And of course, we all know that you like England and hope that they win because it is the World Cup after all. All right, so now we have to open up the stickers because this little sign and the directions here is telling us that we need to put the stickers on. So we have it labeled as number 19. I'm going to try and pull this off or get this out. This is a little difficult. Ah, there we go. All right, got it out. And I'm assuming that I can just smush this on here and hopefully it'll come right out. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. All right. Oh, when you get it right the first time, look at how good that is. Let's see. Can we get it to focus? Come on. Come on, camera. There we go. Look how good that is. I did good on that first try. All right. Oh no! I got the sticker stuck to the page. There we go. Got it off. See, pet peeve for me is stickers. I don't like stickers, but all right, let's see if we can do that again. Can we do that again? Do I mess it up or do I get it on here just perfect? Let's see. Nope, messed it up. Oh no. All right, it's gonna have to be messed up. Tried to pull it up and it wanted to peel off and break. Oh man. All right. So we're not perfectly centered on this side. Not like this one. This side was perfect. This side, not so much. Look at that. It's terrible. It's off center. I don't like it. That's okay. All right, we're gonna keep moving on. Let's see, we need this piece and this piece here. So this piece goes on top. This one goes here like so. And then we are putting it all together like that. Alrighty, if you stuck around this long, I appreciate you. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe. It definitely helps out the channel and helps bring attention to what I do. You know, we're going to be doing this hopefully again next week as we are nearing this one's, we're getting close to a stopping point here. Looks like I got a lot more stickers to do coming up. So yeah, don't forget, hit that like, subscribe, helps me out. And you know, if you've got your own channel, let me know and throw it in the Discord, and I'll definitely follow you next time I catch you online and you're doing a live stream. You know, that's what we're here for. That's what this community is here for. We help each other out. We watch each other. We heckle each other, and we have fun. I myself have watched quite a few of our good folks. You know, like Phil. I've watched several of his live streams, and he's enjoyable to watch. He's also very educational. So if you've never seen him, definitely check him out. All right, let's see. We've got that one. We have our gold bar, and then we have two of these things here. So we are putting that like that. Our gold bar goes across the front, and then our quarter rounds go like this, and we have more stickers. So if you like stickers, this would be a good build. The observatory didn't have as many stickers. Actually, I don't think it had any, to be honest with you. This one here, though, this one's got quite a few. All right, let's see if we can get this. Let's see if we can get service elevator in this gold brick lined up perfectly. Can I do it? Can I do that? And, oh, nope. Come on. I dropped the trolley. Oh no, I broke the trolley. Oh. It got sent flying. Oh no. We got to repair it. Quick. We've got to fix it. By Joe. Wait a minute. Where did this come from? Where did that come from? Am I supposed to have that? What? I have a part from somewhere that I shouldn't have. Did I accidentally knock it off? I think I accidentally knocked it off. All right, we're going to put it back. All right, let's try this again. All right. Is anybody heckling me for trying to put this sticker on here? You're more than welcome to, because I am a perfectionist on this. And I want this thing to be just right. There we go. All right, now we got it. Now we got it. Push it in there. There we go. All right, and here we go. We are going to peel it off. Nope, it didn't want to stay. Didn't want to stay. There we go. Oh, look at that peel. Yes, perfect. Perfect. How did I do? Did I do good? Let me see if we can get it to focus. There we go. Did I do good? Oh, it's tilted. Oh no. Oh no. I didn't do good. It's tilted. We can't get it off now. It's stuck. It's staying. Let's see. Let's see. American football is better than world football. That's debatable. That's debatable, Gergman. Can't let you talk me up out of that, Phil. Later, everyone. Off to the Connect stream. All right, Gergman. Have a good night. Talk to you later. Yeah, Phil. It is coming up in 40 minutes, and you know, I'm trying to get this done so that we were, you know, for those who are wanting to go watch that are free to go do so. So I am trying to expedite this, and hopefully I can get it done here, because the other reason I'm trying to expedite this is my menace is still over here trying to crunch on my laptop screen, and I do not want her to break that, because I do not have another laptop that would allow me to stream. So I don't want her breaking things. And she is very known to break things. So I do have to be careful. All right, it looks like it wants us to attach this here onto this piece, like so. And then I'm assuming we attach our other bars here, like that, which is correct. Okay, so now we plug this into our trolley. All right, where does it say we plug it into, though? It doesn't, it looks like we just plug it right into the middle. So I'm assuming somewhere, if I can get it lined up. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. There we go. There we go. Okay, got it all back in place. Let's get this perfected here. Come on. There we go. All right. Now we are better aligned. Now we look good. Okay. Let's try. Can we get this piece to go? It's supposed to go something in here. Like that. There we go. We got it. Look, we did it. Dun da da da. We have a service elevator, ladies and gentlemen, that goes up and down. Look at there. Dun da da da. We have completed our little service elevator. That is so cool. All right, so now we have a small amount of little bits and pieces here, so we're going to finish that up. So we probably got maybe another 25, 30 minutes here. I'm going to try and make this a little bit faster than I have been, so bear with me, because I know this is probably a little boring for folks, just watching somebody put this all together. I've been trying to be a chatty Cathy, so that way you guys are entertained. If I've entertained, definitely leave me a like, leave me a subscribe. Helps out the channel, and I appreciate you doing so. All right, so now we've got this piece here. We've got these little rounds. Looks like we're building a little door down here at the bottom. Putting that there, and we're going to put that there. Okay, now we have to build another piece. Let's see, what does it want? It wants the small ones. Okay, it wants these. And then it wants one of those, that one, our brown one here. Okay, so we're going to put this and this together. That goes there. This sits on top, and then like that. Okay, now it looks like we're building some more, so now we need one of those, two of those, the black one. So that is this piece here. Look at this brick. It's a 1x2 with nubs on each side. Isn't that an interesting brick? You know, have you guys seen that brick like that before? If you've ever built Legos, hopefully, I would assume you have. Okay. So now we need to put this, it goes like that, together. Okay. The 4 square on top. What? Oh, I messed up. See? The directions are a little weird. So it's supposed to go... Oh man, I really messed this all up, didn't I? Let's see, it's supposed to go here. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Here. This goes here. This goes on top, and then this goes on front. Okay. All right, and it looks like it's supposed to slide together? What? Like that? I'm assuming that's what it is. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, looking at this picture over here for this piece, yeah, I got it right. Okay. There we go. That's what it looks like. I don't know what this is for, but we're going to find out. All right, we got that. We need 2 of these. We need 1 of those. We've got 2 medium cogs, and then we have 2 little grate pieces. Okay, so 1 goes here. We've got the grate, that piece, the flat, and that grate, and then the gears, guess it doesn't matter. We're going to put 1 like that. And we have to make sure that the teeth line up when we put it together, so that we... Oh, I guess they don't touch. Okay, they don't touch, so it doesn't matter. And it goes on the side here. Let's see, it goes like that. Yeah, so it just clips on there, just like that. Okay, so now we're into the LED part of this build, and it says it wants me to pull out the single LED, which is this one here, the little red one. So we're going to pull this, we're going to undo its little tie. We're going to put that down. So this is our first LED. So this is the first LED of the build. Check that out. All right, so it goes like that. And then we flip this over. We are putting the LED in the top corner here, like so. And now it does want the LED to be facing a specific direction so that way the wire runs a particular way. So you do have to be careful of that orientation on these. So like it shows it wants the LED with the cord facing up. So that's how we have it. And this clips into this little piece here, like that. So now it looks like this. Okay, so now it wants me to take the LED wire and run it down the side of this cube here. So we're going to do that. And now it wants us to close this off. So we have to make sure we don't crimp that wire, just like that. And then we're putting that there. Okay. I can tell we're nearing the end. We're getting close. Hang with me. We're going to finish shortly. Okay, so now it wants us to clamp the wire in place to keep it from getting crushed. So we're going to put that like that. And now we put these little arches on here to finish it off. Hey, check that out. That looks like the front of a engine, of a train engine. Ain't that cool? Makes sense since this is a train station, right? Let's see. Hey, thank you, Bark and Cauldron. You know, I appreciate you hanging out here in the chat. It's all good. All right, so now we need this piece, a coupler, as you pointed out earlier, Phil, the main, one of those, and the wire. So, and this is a neat little piece, right? So this piece here, let's see, I don't think I can get the camera to focus. So this little piece here has notches in it. Oh, there we go. So it's got notches in it, so that way when you run an LED, it will, what do you call it? You can run the wire through it and you won't hurt it. You won't hurt that wire. Okay? All right, so now we need to assemble our little main here. Looks like it goes like this. The coupling. And then this piece, our wired piece upside down, and then our main goes in there like that. Okay, so the main fits inside the slot of that little brown piece, right? So that's our main. And now we connect it to our piece that we just made, like that. I'm assuming this is supposed to simulate like steam, like it's supposed to be a steam engine, right? Because it is steampunk. All right, where does this go? Ah, okay, it goes down here in the bottom, and we have our LED has to come around the arch. Okay, this is going to be a little bit difficult to show. So it has to come around the arch here and come through, and then this piece that we got through making sits on here like so. Okay, let's try and show that off. So you can see here it does that, and then this is the LED little string here for it. Okay. All right. Next is Okay, so it's just having us route the LED around. And what it is it wants you to route it through these two pieces here on the back. And then we're capping it off with this 2x4 piece. Just like, oh, almost crimped it. So let's see if I can get it down in there like that. Yep, there we go, just like so. All right, so now that wire's in place, okay, and it wants us to route it. Now it wants us to route it back around the arch here. So we're going to route it like that. All right, now we have our first power distribution block, okay? So now it's having us install this distribution block here on the back, but we're going to install this LED light into the second connector, just like so. I'm going to turn it around here. So just like so, it's right there. All right, and then the power distribution block goes here. Okay. All right. Now we're building a pipe system. So let's get that done. 2 noodles, long piece, that thing, whatever. Look at that brick. You guys ever seen a brick like that? It's got like, it's a 2x1, but it's got a thing in there for the pins. That's different. All right, that one there. We need 2 pin shafts and then 1 gold topper. All right. So noodle, and then we have our little shaft here, our pin connector goes onto that, our little gold nugget, little cap, our second noodle into this little pin connector with our other piece. Oh, this thing's kind of flimsy. It goes on to that part there, like so. And where does this go? Okay, so this goes on to the back side here. Goes on here, like so. Let's see if we can line it up on the bottom there. There we go. Line that, straighten that out. All right. Yeah, we got it. Check that out. What do you guys think so far? This is looking good. We think we got just a few more steps because we don't have a whole lot of pieces left. All right, let's see. Noodle, long piece, cutout brick. Look at that brick. It's a cutout brick. It's got a nice little wedge on there. Can't get the camera to focus. It doesn't want to play nice tonight. We need our little lever. There we go. Got our lever put together. That goes here. And then we have our tubing coming off of that, into that, into that. And it sits on top of our engine. So it looks like it goes like this. Let's see if we can get it to fit and snap in place. There we go. And they show the lever down, but you know, I'll put it lever down. Okay, noodle, piece, long, short, and a pin. Okay. Pin, into noodle. I call it a noodle. I don't know what you're supposed to call it, but we're going to call it a noodle. Long piece, short piece. Okay, this goes into the front slot here, like that. See if we can get it to click somewhat. There we go. That's in place. All right. We are almost done. Hey, this is, so, okay, so this is where that lens goes. So that piece there, another main, there's that. This piece, it looks like I'm missing a piece now. It seems I'm missing a gray piece. It may have fallen, or it might be hiding from me. It's probably hiding from me. So we'll continue and finish this up, and then I'll look for that piece in just a moment. We need this, this, and this. Yeah, we'll find it in a moment. All right, so assemble, put this with this. Okay, never mind, I can't do that. It looks like I do need the, there we go. We're gonna put that in there like that. It wants us to put our little steam piece here on the front of the engine, like so. And yeah, all right, I have to find that gray piece. We're gonna insert the lens here real quick. Here we go. Let's see if I can find that shaft. So even though that I had this thing somewhat organized, right? It seems that we've got a piece missing. Not unusual. I've had, this has occurred before, and maybe I've got an extra piece in one of my other sets, and I will try to fix that. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to fully finish this right now. I'm missing a piece. So anyway, with that being said, unfortunately, again, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to finish this off. So I'm going to do the best that I can here and kind of put a cap on it. Again, until I can find that gray piece, I can't fully finish this section of this build. So we will go ahead and stop here for the evening. And we are going to end the stream here shortly. So I appreciate you guys coming out, hanging out with me, and with this LumiBrick Steampunk Train Station build. So we're definitely going to have a part 2 on this. Probably, with the way this looks, we might end up having a part 3. So look forward to that, and I will get it scheduled. So keep a lookout for my on the channel. Again, if you haven't done so already, go ahead and like, subscribe, and I hope you have a great evening. Have a fantastic weekend as well.